When you're working with something like hot rods, the nice thing is that every car is different. Every day contains a new challenge, something you have to construct, you have to find new solutions. Every car is different, every day is different. It never gets boring. Most customers have a very specific idea of how their car should look like or what they want to have. And my task is to help them to build this car. This takes a lot of conversation, and I have to understand what they feel and how their idea looks like. They can show me pictures, they can tell me what they want to do with the car, how fast they want to drive, if they want to have spinning wheels or if they just want to have a cruiser to go to town with. And with this information, I can help them to make the perfect car for them. When you start dealing with hot rod, of course you read a lot of books, you look at magazines, you go on car shows, you get ideas, you collect them. As time goes by, you start to develop an own way of building cars. So I guess most hot rod builders have quite recognizable cars. It's like a signature. To drive a hot rod is not only to drive a car, it's a lot of feeling, passion and philosophy. When people enter this shop, they should realize that we know what they want and what they feel. We spend a lot of time with our customers to get to know them and get to know what they want, because we are realizing their dream. Throughout the years, the shop has changed in some way, because it has turned to like a meeting point of friends, and sometimes they just drop by. We sit outside in the yard and have a barbecue, or go into the kitchen, have a cup of coffee. We just spend time together and also have fun with the cars. It's not always just working on them. I think that's quite an important thing, because if you turn your hobby and passion into something to make a living, you have to watch out you don't lose that passion. The new shop provides enough space for all the different offers we have. We have the body shop where we work on steel, where we mend the cars for the lifts. We have the chassis shop where we work on the hot rod chassis. And we have the store where we sell all the spare parts required for driving hot rods. We even have a quite big storage of vintage parts in the basement downstairs. When you're doing a construction, sometimes you think you have a good idea, you start up right away and suddenly you realize it doesn't really work, and sometimes it's better just to wait a few days. And sometimes when you wake up in the morning, you're sitting in the kitchen having a cup of coffee and this idea just pops into your mind and you run down to the shop and you start grinding, welding, cutting, and suddenly you have this wonderful piece of art which you can mount into the car. Fascination in shaping metal might be that you have no borders. You have a piece of sheet metal and you can do whatever you want with it. So you have your ideas, your fantasy, and as long as the machine does what you want the machine to do, it ends up in a pretty good piece. Sometimes when I'm driving a truck way back home from a customer, strange thoughts are coming up. You sit in the truck and you watch the mirror. You can see this old vintage car on the trailer behind, and a lot of thoughts go through your mind. You know what this car has been through, who's been driving it, if it had any crashes or whatever happened to it. Then you arrive at a shop, you unload it, push it into the shop, and everybody starts taking it apart, ripping everything out, stripping it, grind the color out of it. We try to treat the car with respect. Even if you cut it apart, it should be treated with dignity. Because you know that one day this car was rolled out of the shop as a brand new car, or maybe as a hot rod.